Do this to fix your chronically dry hair. My name is Angelica, aka Angie B, and I'm a chronically dry hair sufferer, okay? I've been suffering with dry hair for years, but I have cracked the code and I'm going to share with you 5 things you can do to fix your dry hair now. You'll be amazed, so stay tuned all the way to the end and let's start with the first thing you can do to fix your dry hair. Wash your hair every 6 to 10 days. This is all up to you. It depends on what you do, how often you wash your hair, if you have fine hair, if you have thick hair, if you use a lot of products, if you don't. But I would say do not go beyond 10 days and do not do it less than 6 days. Why not less than 6 days? Because your hair is not dirty enough. If your hair is extremely dirty and oily and has too much buildup after 6 days, it means you are either using too much product or you're not washing your hair properly on your wash day. So once you fix those 2 things, washing your hair after 6 days is going to be so much easier. And then on the longer side, if you go beyond 10 days and you feel like you don't need to wash your hair, I would suggest that you should really wash your hair, simply because your hair is going to get a lot of buildup by then, whether it is just dead skin, dirt, grime, oil. But also, if you extend this for too long, if your hair gets too dirty, you're going to have to use more shampoo than normal. You may have to do 3 to 4 washes instead of just 2 washes. You end up using more shampoo, causing more dryness and more breakage, and then your hair is just going to end up being more dry for a longer time. So washing your hair sooner than later for people who wait like 3 weeks, and washing your hair later than sooner for people who wash their hair like every 2 days will give you the best benefits. So you're looking for a happy medium. The next thing you can do to fix your dry hair is, surprise, surprise, also to do with shampoo. This is, do not shampoo your ends, okay? I'm very experienced in this, okay? And this is because I do use oils on my hair sometimes, and occasionally I do a hot oil treatment, but more than often it would be because I waited too long to wash my hair, so now my hair has a lot of oil and buildup on it. And when I wash my hair, I would think my hair is not getting clean enough, okay? It's not lathering as much as I want on the ends, so let me just put a little extra shampoo on my ends. Do not do that. Ever since I stopped doing that, I saw such a drastic difference in my hair. You want to make sure that you focus the shampoo only on your scalp. Now, if your hair is like 3 inches long, you have no choice but to put shampoo on your ends because it's just gonna go there. But if your hair is, if it falls, if it's kind of long enough to not have your ends touch your roots, you want to make sure that you only put the shampoo on your roots. Lather that up because the ends of your hair actually don't produce any oil. They are dead, they are dry, right? The only part of your hair that actually produces oil and flakes and buildup is your scalp. So that's the part you need to clean. And when that part is clean, you can run that same lather down to the rest of your hair and it will clean your hair. If you feel the need to use shampoo on your actual hair, because you put so much maybe heavy butter or oils on your hair shaft, you may want to reduce on those butters and oils because it means every time you wash your hair, you're going to use excess shampoo on the shaft of your hair to get that oil off. And while it's getting that oil off, it's going to dry your hair even more. And once you dry it in that section, you can do things to help fix it afterwards with your conditioner and your moisturizer, but it just won't be as soft and not dry as, let me say, not as soft and moisturized as if you didn't have to put shampoo on your ends in the first place. Tip 3 is similar to the ending of tip 2, and this is, do not use too much oil on your hair shaft, especially if it's not moisturized, okay? Because here's the thing, you can put some oil on your hair shaft, but if it's not moisturized, you are locking in the dryness, which means whatever moisture you put on top, a little bit of it is going to go through and penetrate, but a lot of it is going to be blocked and it's just going to sit on top of the hair because you've blocked it off with the oil. But if you had very, very moisturized hair, and let's say you're going to wash your hair in the next 3 days and you put an oil on top, perfect, that's going to work great. But if you put heavy oils and butters on your hair, like on your wash day, and then you wait 6 to 10 days to wash your hair is going to be more and more prone to dryness. First of all, you've already locked in the dryness. Now, second of all, you need to use way more shampoo to wash the oil off just to reveal more dry hair. And this leads me to my 4th point, which sounds very counterproductive after I just told you not to put oil on your hair. But this is oiling your ends every single day. I have been oiling my ends every single day for over 2 months now, and I have seen an amazing amazing difference. So what I do is what you need to do is oil your ends every single day, but moisturize, then oil your ends every other day. This is because you don't want to end up with hydro fatigue, but also your ends are the oldest and driest part of your hair. And when I say your ends, I mean like the last 1 to 3 inches of your hair. You just want to put a little bit of oil, and when I say oil, I don't mean pour oil on, no. I literally mean like 2 drops, where when you rub it between your palms, it just makes your hands look a little shiny, and you just want to scrunch your ends and just put a little bit of extra oil there to just kind of nourish those ends. Now remember that oil is not a moisturizer, so if you put oil once and then forget about it, the temporary moisture that it provides is going to evaporate and then it's not going to do anything. So the first day I would moisturize, like let's say my wash day, I will fully, heavily moisturize my hair. Of course not over moisturized, but just a sensible amount of products. Then I'll go ahead and put a little bit of oil on top. The one I've been using recently is the Oribe All Over Gold Lust oil. I love that oil. So I've been putting that on my ends. And so the second day, I would just put literally like 2 drops of oil, rub it between my palms, put it on the ends of my hair. The next day, I would do a little bit of moisturizer first, then put a little bit of oil on top. And because you're doing this every day, you're going to maintain the moisture. And because it's only on the last bits of hair, when you wash it out, it's going to easily wash off. Of course, as long as you're not putting too much. And don't use heavy oils like pure castor oil. The 5th thing you want to do to fix your chronically dry hair is the most annoying point, because it's the one that everybody says, but you can't really prove if it does anything because it does so many other things as well. This is drink your water, eat healthy food, and take your vitamins. Let's start with the water. It is relative. It depends on how tall you are, what your weight is, what your age is. Everybody needs a different amount of water. But universally, it's about, 6 to 10 glasses, so about 2 liters of water on average for everyone. I drink around a gallon of water a day, simply because where I live, it is very hot, and I go to the gym every day. I really feel like I need it. Certain days, I just don't feel that thirsty, so I drink about 2 liters on that day. On other days, I drink more. So being hydrated will really fix your hair, because if your hair is dry from the inside out, everything I just told you before will only slightly help you, but your hair will still be dry because your body is dry. It is starved for nutrients and moisture from the inside. Your hair shaft is just going to be dry. So if it's moisturized from the inside out, it will be so much easier to maintain. Also, if you are eating foods that actually help you stay more hydrated and help nutrients absorb into your body and your hair, like fruits, fish, vegetables, that's also going to help. And then usually, no matter how good your diet is, unless you really just eat that well, you are most likely deficient in a few vitamins here and there. So what I take, because I know I am most likely deficient in them, I'm a picky eater, but I try to eat as much food as possible. I take iron, I take multivitamin, hair, skin, and nails vitamin, and collagen. Now, I do not take fish oil, but I recommend it to you if you don't usually eat fish. But I eat a lot of fish. I eat seafood once or twice a week, like prawns, mussels. I eat salmon at least once a week. So I do have a lot of fish in my diet. I don't feel the need to take any fish oil supplements, but I do take vitamin D because research has been done, and I also work from home, so I only drive to the gym, I come back. I'm not outside for hours on end, and research has proven that most of us are heavily deficient in vitamin D, and guess what vitamin is detrimental to hair growth? You guessed it, vitamin D. I actually have a whole video about the benefits and the scientific studies that have been done for how good vitamin D is for hair growth, and you can check that video out right here. Hit my face to subscribe here if you didn't in the beginning. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!